Floating in space, hoping to land. Roll with the universe, go with the plan. Meteor shower, I'm making it rain. Counting my blessings like grains of sand. Counting the weight to make a band. But the money don't make a man. Sanitize, I shake your hand. Capitalize when you take your land. Enterprise, they don't understand. I am the business, I am the brand. Using my hands, I am a man. Using my mind, I'm making a stand. Hearing them talk, not giving a damn. They told me I couldn't, they told me I can't. Making my mark, I'm leaving my stamp. I'm holding it down like gravity. Floating like a star, so you know that I'll never come down. Just wanna be free. Watch me rotate as the world spins round and round. We blame the gravity. Hold me down to the ground. Gravity got me spinning round and round, round and round. Making the move, playing the part, flowing the groove, I move like a shark. I can see niggas is faking their art. Honestly, dog, is breaking my heart. Game of the life, I'm playing it smart. Eyes on the prize, I aim like a dart. They're hating together, I'm standing apart. Watching my growth, look at my chart. This is my art, this is my soul. The things that I've seen, you don't even know. The pain that I carry is helping me grow. The things that I heard, the lies that were told. Letting it flow, the tears that I shed. Voices I hear, the fears in my head. Harvest a garden, I'm counting my bread. I'm living the dream, I'm sleeping, I'm dead. Gravity. Floating like a star, so you know that I'll never come down. Just wanna be free. Watch me rotate as the world spins round and round. We blame the gravity. Hold me down to the ground. Gravity got me spinning round and round, round and round. Gravity. What up? We are back with another episode of the Heat Check. It's your boy Jaron Ikner, Starstruck Multimedia. This is episode 4 of the new season, the new version of the Heat Check. And I appreciate those who've been submitting, been having a blast doing this. In case you guys don't know who I am a multimedia artist that specializes in different forms of storytelling and across all media, whether it's film, TV, movies, music, books, poetry, you name it, I could do it. I'm all right at it. And I used to write for Phoenix New Times as a freelance journalist. And I've owned a couple of studios, and I've managed a couple artists and developed artists, and I've been doing it for 20 years. So I have a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge about the music industry and just like what makes a good song. I guess this is all opinions. I should say that this is just the opinion of one man. So please don't get too in your feelings about, my opinions, because I'm just sharing my thoughts of how I would approach it. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's the gospel. In case you guys don't know who I am, we're going to go ahead and get into this. I'm just making sure that my connection is solid and we're doing all right here, which I think we are. Let me actually look at this on my phone to make sure that we're good. I think it's a kind of a slower one this time around, which is fine, because honestly, I went to my friend's 40th birthday party last night, and I partied super hard and hella tired. I'm going to take a nap after this. So, okay, so we're good there. I think we have 10 songs tonight that we're going through. Let me see. Yeah, so let's get into it. No skips so far, but that usually changes with time. If you want to skip the line, you could use the feature on Nero. There's a link somewhere. There might be a link in the description, or there's a thing on the screen that tells you where to go. Also, a couple of rules here before we get into this. I'm going to listen to each song for at least 30 seconds before I say anything. And then, if I really enjoy the song, I'll keep listening to it. But I'm going to give my honest, first impression feedbacks. I'm not a audio engineer, but I do know how to record music. I do know how to construct beats. I do know how to understand chords, things like that. So like, you know, my feedback's kind of useful. If you're just gonna submit AI, you know, I don't necessarily mind you submitting AI, but if you tell me, that's a lot better than you not telling me, and then I say that it's AI, and I think that it's AI, because then I might be shitting on it. I'm more likely to listen to it. Like, I'm not against listening to AI music, but I'm going to be less likely to enjoy it. That's just my honest thoughts on that. So, with that said, we're going to go ahead and get into this. Let's see here. This first song is called Strike by Tylo Lanes. This is a music video. This is AI. Music video. Okay.
Much girl like in my catches. One girl every day, I'm mine a 3 that a day average. Some me just a strike, all of them I'm in the matches. Tisha and I tick up and she send me a them maverick. Bitch, I give me slap it up in the attic. If she cooperate, my cock her up in the office. She grab up my cocky, say fi do a lot of damage when me fit it. Now the pussy, she said TL no stop it. Whiny so. Whiny, so you get the eye banana tough, that's why the eye behind you. Yeah, the eye, they wanna touch your pussy fat up on you. Wet up like the pipe, bust the eye, they cannot get enough. Tight, makes you climb. On the eye, body right, Onomatopoeia, Dixie never cut, when me bring that cocky fear. So me jiffy, be my hasheria, when me pull up, does it too.
I dig this so far. It's on like some like kind of like sexual rap, which is fine. I kind of feel like sexual rap like really died off overall. And when I mean like sexual rap, I mean like rapping to a girl about all the sexual things that you're gonna do to them. That was like really popular in like the early 2000s, where it was about like being really sexual. And I feel like, especially with the rise of like rappers like Griselda and like, I don't even like J. Cole, and like the return to lyricism, like music like this is not really like, I wouldn't want to say that it's not like created, because I think rappers still do make songs like this, but I think that like it's kind of switched to like the feminine side, like a lot of femme hop and a lot of female rappers rap about like, you know, how wet their pussy is and, you know, stuff like that. And it's like the counterculture to songs like this, right? And I think because of that, you don't really hear songs like this anymore, like lyrically, where you're like talking about trying to bang chicks. And honestly, I think that we need to kind of get back to that, because I think right now, like, there's like a lack of like fun in hip hop. And if you're watching the replay or watching this live or whatever, like, I'm curious to know like where you're from, like culturally, based on like I know nothing about you. Like, I'm just kind of going off of clearly like your accent, the tones, like the kind of like the dance hall like bounce you got going on there. I'm wondering if you're from America, or if you're like, you know, just tapping into that culture. But like, I like the song overall. Like, I think it sounds really clean overall. I think the beat is cool. I think the flow is tight. Like, the subject matter is just like is what it is. I'm saying, like I said, we don't really hear songs like this anymore. It's like the subject matter alone kind of like almost dates it a little bit, if that sounds right. But this is also like a dancehall song too. So like, I guess dancehall is more common, which I didn't really think about. I was kind of thinking about it from a hip hop perspective because of the rapping, but this is kind of a dancehall song, when I guess it's like a lot more popular. You have like the rhythm and like, you know, girls shaking asses and shit. Let's listen to some more though. Listen to some more here.
Well, we never see gonorrhea. Hello, see you up on the bike back. She spread out and miss something like that. She shake up your butt in a high hat. That's a clap and I go with that bitch, I have to fly back. Whiny, so you get the eye banana tough. That's why the eye behind you. Get the eye, they wanna touch your pussy fat up on you. Wet up like the pipe, I push the eye, they cannot get enough. Tight. Makes you climb. On the eye.
Yeah, like I like this song. I think that it has a lot of club potential. You know what I'm saying, like, this would definitely go off in clubs. But that's like kind of like the point that I'm trying to make is that like club culture is kind of dying, like overall. And when I say club culture, I mean like getting your homies together, you know, pre-gaming, hitting the club, dancing on some women. Maybe you take them home. If you're a girl, it's the same thing. You get your girls together. You go to the kids don't do that anymore. They might go to the club, but they don't go to like dance. They go to like be around their homies. And like this song is like something that would, you know, set off the club at like 1 o'clock in the morning when everybody's got enough drinks in them. Like this would go crazy in the club. So yeah, this is a cool song. I don't think I need to hear any more of it. I got the gist of it. I think that like I said, like lyrically, it's like, huh, we're still making songs like this. Zeno, Boog Zeno, B-O-O-G Zeno. It's an interesting name. Boog Zeno with this track here. Let's see here. Let me see. Okay, here we go.
Hello, you. We are stressed out to sell good. Number say your pussy good. Number say your pussy good.
Bounce. Girl, your pussy never send a man a funeral home. Front na all but you hold it na room. Tight, milk on the ice cream cone. Gunman in a your hole with a loaded chrome. Quality pony, your pony that a top notch. Pan the cocky so your queen eyelash. Fucking on the car, your hole na bring salt. Fucking on the car, stick shit, it na style. Jump rope, I saw see broke cock with a knee.
Obviously, I'm confused, but I'm actually kind of not. I am and I'm not because I'm confused because, well, let me say why I'm not confused. Because with rhythm music and dancehall music, it's actually very popular for artists to reuse the same beat and you reuse the same drums on songs. And so I don't know exactly what that's about because it's literally the same rhythm. It's the same rhythm. It's different rapper, different artist, but it's the same beat. Now, I don't think that's a coincidence. There might be some type of rhythm campaign going on or something to that effect. I'm not exactly sure why that happened, but that's what we're dealing with. But I'm gonna go ahead and play the song for a little bit longer. But yeah, it's the same beat, different rapper. The quality of the recording is a lot worse.
I saw say broke it down, put it on TikTok. Rough Friday, you wanna stop, sit up. Broke it down, broke it down. Body dry, it a wibble wobble. Bed foot broke, so you know a double trouble with my boots on, hard tackle. Fob soap to water.
Yeah, this one like sounds like basically like a remix of the first one. Like he even beat jacked it, but the recording quality is not as good in the sense that it just needs a better mix. Like the vocals are very forward and on top of the beat instead of in the beat. And then like the first song, and I'm not really trying, like this is not usually my style where I compare two songs like that. But like the first song, which was, you know, clearly, at least from what I'm gathering, might be the catalyst of the rhythm. Maybe. I have to do a lot more research on it. Probably not, honestly. But his song was way cleaner. He has more followers on his page. He's the bigger artist, seemingly, between the two. And his flow is better. And it sounded like that was more like the original song. This sounds like a bootleg remix, which is okay. But like, I mean, it's just weird how like these songs are back to back. So like I'm forced to like compare them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, maybe that's just maybe they're on a campaign on Nero or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But like, I'm not mad at the song, but it's just a little weird. We'll listen to a little bit more for sure though.
Bad gal bubble, body a shake, jump pro, pick up a me gun scope, knock it on the wardrobe. Bounce, ball a roll for your coat, tell a gal take note, broke it down a for your sport. Bounce, body a shake, jump rope. Bounce, body a roll, jump rope. Bounce, body a shake, jump rope. Bounce. Girl, your pussy never send a man a funeral home. Front na about your whole.
The other one's better. And like I say, I'm not trying to compare, but you guys made these songs back to back, which I feel like was on purpose. But that's cool. We're gonna go ahead and move on. That was Boog Zeno with Jump Rope. It was alright. Like I like the other one better. Like I feel like if maybe the other one wasn't submitted first, I would like this song a lot more. But like I said, I'm like immediately forced to compare the two, just by how things are. Okay. Next up is gonna be Wine by Hardinary. Hardinary is kind of a cool name. Hardinary. Hold on one second, real quick before I do that, because I think this person submitted like 3 songs using different accounts. Because this is the same person as the first person. So I'm curious to hear what this is. Is it gonna be the same damn beat? Because that'd be funny as hell. It is. So this is interesting.
She like back shot, she like cocky when it all like a whatnot. She like bounce for my body and looking at me eye. Pussy small like the mouth on a rock bat. When me like skinny jeans with a fat clock, crew neck shirt with a snapback. Girl leg like a rat chop, make them squirt on the floor, then go mop that. Y'all just whine, take it off from the baby, whine, rock it off from the baby, whine, suck it off from the baby.
It's wild. Yeah, so I think what's happening is that there's a campaign going around this beat, and maybe this is really interesting, and this might have like uncovered like a whole rabbit hole and I'm gonna have to go dig into, because like I said earlier, I understand, like, at least from my knowledge of dancehall music and in the rhythm, it literally is like 2 or 3 producers will put out beats and like everybody will hop on those particular beats. And then like there'll be like a beat that will just dominate the year, and you'll have 4, 5, 6, 7 artists doing their renditions of their songs on the beat. And so that's what we're seeing here. It's all interesting that they're all being submitted through Nero. So I'm wondering if there's like a campaign going on basically around this rhythm to be submitted to all the different Neros and different blogs, and like all these artists are kind of like on the same engine. It's very fascinating. I think so in terms of the song itself, I actually like this song the best. Like out of the 3 that we've heard so far, this is my favorite version of it. I think that his voice just like fits the best, and it's like it has that griminess to it. And I think I like the chorus the best too. Let's listen to it a little bit more though.
All I want, y'all just want me baby, wine, rock it, suck it off for me baby. All I want, fat pussy fi get all heap of jape up, back shot make pum pum pain up. Set up on the river stone looking at me eye, cocky sinking, yeah the back and wheel up, bounce, on it, don't panic. Say she like pipe when it tough like granite. She like size of it make it eye white. If your fucking pussy good, then she make it highlight.
Yeah, I like this version better. I think this one's the best out of the 3 rhythms that we heard so far. Like I said, very fascinating. Like I haven't really thought about like dancehall music or a rhythm on this level in a long time. But like, yeah, it seems like there's like a new rhythm. Cause this is all these songs that got submitted, I think are old. This other one is about a month old. And so, yeah, it's literally just like there's a new campaign, there's a new rhythm, and this is what it is. And all these artists are jumping on it, putting their song on it. What's interesting is that all these songs are submitted to me on Nero. So I'm wondering if this is like maybe like a record label